Fanspeak, where the plan runs deep. The team grind hard, don't eat, don't sleep. From best ball dreams to DFS streaks, they help you print money every single week. Fanspeak. No cap, no gimmicks, we breaking limits. NFL bets, yeah, we live this business. Name and Steve, that OG vision. Draft room killers on a lifelong mission. More stress to the Sunday spread. Fanspeak's that voice that's inside your head. Best ball, DFS, NFL bets. They built it brick by brick, no regrets. Fanspeak team, printing money since day one. Fanspeak, forever.
Welcome back to the Fanspeak Network and another episode of Sibling Showdown. We have a very special episode today because today Steve and I are drafting a Dalmatian together. That's right, the 101 Dalmatian is open. It's a great advance rate, very fun contest, but obviously a lot of American dollars. So spending 101 on a live draft, maybe not be the smartest thing in the world, but you know what? We're going to have fun with it. Steve, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Rudy seems to be intrigued also.
Yeah, he wants his peanut butter. So, and I have nothing to get the peanut butter out of. My time management today sucks. And I'm sure, that comes to the surprise of not you, not me, not anybody in chat. So I'm on the struggle bus today, but you know what? We're going to power through. My time management sucked and I did not leave enough time to get Rudy prepped and me I don't have the right earrings in. Steve, I don't like drafting. Yeah, I know. I don't like drafting with the wrong earrings. My hair wasn't done enough. I'm sweating. I think I may hate the summer. Just the amount of sweating that's going on. So, it's sponsored by Jiffy.
It is hot in this area, that's for sure. Baltimore is just as hot as it is in Virginia. So
yeah. Oh my God, so hot. I am sweating so bad right now. But you know what? We're gonna have fun. We're gonna draft a banger of a 101 Dalmatian team. Let me say hi to chat. A lot of it is against me and for you, Steve. Thoughts and prayers tonight for Steve. Schooler says auto draft off Steve's ranks. Hysterical. Hey, Hallie, appreciate you. Good to see you. Good to see our guy, Omega King, in here. GM. High stakes Rudy draft. That's right. Good to see you, Mike. We got Paul with these siblings. Here we go. Graphic or emojis. I absolutely love it. A loyal YouTube, Substack, and YouTube Fanspeak fan member. Boom, rug pull. They're actually doing 101 slow picks with Steve. That would be terrible. No red, no earrings, a big ass of jar of peanut butter, no spoon. We're gonna find a way. We will find a way, Steve. And Toxic Tower is doing their members only tonight and streaming a 101. So I wouldn't be surprised if we crossed paths. I did want to talk a little handcuff running backs because I'm working on an article about it. We've talked about it before. We'll talk about it again. Good to see you, Bukowski. But Steve, again, how are you doing today? How are you feeling in preparation of this 101 draft? I'm trying to think of something to wipe my hands on. Okay, go ahead.
If you need to go for a second, I can vamp. But no, I think Underdog releasing the 101. This has been one of their better advanced rate tournaments. Now, obviously, they're changing some things around. Some more are having this, but it's been nice. This Dalmatian in the past, it's $30K up top, $101 to enter, but it's a 3 max, 4 of 12, 1 of 5, 1 of 8, 23-person seed final. Very similar to what was the Bulldog year in a couple of years ago with the 20-person final. And so just like if you can make it to finals and the semis is a little tougher here than some other tournaments, but still you make it to finals and you get paid off pretty nicely. And then just your odds to get, the top prize or the second prize are pretty damn good. So it's a fun contest. It is, I prefer it, far better than the bigger board, the $100 entry pre-draft stuff, just because we have more information now. And I do like that they wait a little bit to put this out. This wasn't like launched with BBM or anything like that. So, sorry.
Are you laughing at this?
Yeah. And then his follow-up.
Don't shoot me. No, we're gonna keep it fun and lively. Is Is it because I have peanut butter all over me? Is it because I have wind blowing out my hair right now? I mean, what part makes you think that I am not equipped to handle 101 draft?
I think the greater fear is Aaron Rodgers in the 5th round.
It's not the 5th round, Steve, but I will tell you. Sorry, let me just tie my hair back and cool down. I will tell you, but then it shows the earrings I don't like. I mean, this is just a rough situation.
That is killing me.
I will tell you that you know how I feel about these drafts. I'm going to go back to an article I wrote. I think it was even pre-draft. Draft like a hooker. What's my favorite line from Pretty Woman? I say who, I say when, I say how much. And I want to say we need to agree on who, but when and how much. Like, you know me, I'm a go get your guys girl with this. I'm a go get your guys good girl. Candyman, wonderful to see you. Love to see Candyman on here. Mega's thriving right now. It was nice knowing you, Coolers. Coolers, I would never shoot you. I appreciate it. Who's your favorite Dalmatian? Mine is Raleigh. Was there different names in the movie? I don't remember the movie.
I believe so, but it's been quite a while.
Oh, no, Charles. And Charles, by the way, I saw is on with Chad Candles tomorrow. I think a known Scatabo hater loves Tracy's handcuff. That's hysterical. Yeah, I mean, of course, Paulino, the Steelers are an absolute smash in the high stakes. Of course, absolutely. We're getting Aaron Rodgers, what ADP? That's up to me and God. Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Oh, so good. So good. Okay, so Steve, before we get into a draft, I was going to let's just do a quick exercise and name our top, do I have the right sheet pulled up, and just go through a list of the top handcuffs. So my favorite, honestly, is probably the Bears. So Bears, and you're paying a much higher price than last year, and I can obviously bring over our best ball guide as well. But with Swift and Monongai, because Swift you're paying what? I'll look up the actual prices, and Monongai, not sure if I'm spelling this right. You're paying like what, 5th and 10th price, 5th and 9th probably. 5th and 9th, so yeah. Let's just each do 3. That's my favorite one. What is your favorite?
Ooh, you're not going to like this.
You're going to say Giants, aren't you?
No. My favorite is the Texans. I think it's the most accurately priced.
Steve, I wanted to use this in my article. I'm not using that in an article. That's terrible. Okay, Bonte, and I need to add a line for prices too. Okay, and what? This Woody Marks love that you've adapted is just beyond weird to me. That's your favorite handcuff situation?
I think from a price considered standpoint, and it's also like there are like handcuffs that it's only contingent value for the number 2 guy that I think are interesting, and like Huckleberry just mentioned one, Tank Bigsby is very interesting, but this is one where there can be usability throughout, and if something were to happen to Monty, I do think Woody Marks would step into a pretty big role.
Okay. All right, that's, I guess, fair, but
because of the pricing, you'd still get pretty good value. Do I think Woody Marks becomes, like, if Monty misses 5 games, do I think Woody Marks becomes like an elite running back? No, but I think he would be a quality, number 2 back at that point, and you're paying, 140, 150 ADP.
I still don't love it. So, okay. My next one is probably, even though I don't take a lot of Steelers, in case Rico doesn't stay healthy every single game, I think Warren could slide right in. And I think that there could be some games where he gets, maybe more of the pass catching work. So my next one is, thank you, Rudy, for moving the microphone. My next one is the Steelers. So I will go, but I have it ranked probably not what other people do. And I think a lot of people do agree with us liking Dowdle, especially on Underdog, and the touchdown hunting potentially being in that Najee role. Hi, buddy. I know. I love you. And then Warren kind of as the 1B is, I have a Dowdle 1A, Warren 1B, and I know you do too. If you have our rankings, you know that as well. So that's my second one. What's your second one?
My second one, I actually am going to go to what Huckleberry said, and that is Saquon and Tank Bigsby. I think there's enough of a gap. I don't think Bigsby has a lot of standalone value, but if anything were to happen to Saquon, I do think this this offense, this rushing offense, could really be very, very good this year. Even last year was still pretty good, and Tank Bigsby in some cleanup work, a couple games, kind of got there. But but the Tank, the Eagles with Sean Mannion taking over, and I'm writing an article about coaching changes.
Yeah.
The Shanahan tree, which Mannion comes from, he played for Sean McVay and Kevin O'Connell, and then of course was under Matt LaFleur last 2 years as a coach. They are very running back focused. They use the run to set up the pass, and when you have Saquon and what should be a healthier offensive line, this could be really fun. And if Tank were to take over for any role, he's the guy who in DFS those weeks you're just smashing, regardless of price.
I guess I should have set the hold on one second. I'm not talking about like guys we're paying. Okay, I think that's a fine handcuff. I'm talking about drafting both. Is what the article I'm writing where I'm going into a draft and draft. So you're drafting Saquon and Tank because I don't.
It goes to what I've said before. Like sometimes do a modified, hyper fragile, but let's make it a little less fragile, and take one of their like clear number 2 backups where if anything happens to Saquon, you're still safe. And this offense can that backfield can just still, click.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, as far as like, I am still open to like the Eagles or the higher priced running backs and their backup. And I do agree that the Eagles is one of the better ones. I'm saying for the purpose of the article, there are a lot that I like the Bears and Eagles and you Texans and, obviously Washington okay. He is just being so loud right now. I'm so sorry. I need to take that away. But, for the purpose of the article I'm writing, I am going to focus more on like and Charles makes a good point. Does a split backfield actually have a handcuff? I am talking probably more of those like 1A, 1B, true 1A, 1B situations that I'm going to write about that I find very powerful this year. Let me finish my thought and then I will take the toy away from him. I promise. There are some of these that I'm willing to do. But they're what I'm going to do more often is the 1A, 1B. So why don't you talk about that more while I take this away and regroup and get him a spoon for the peanut butter. I'll be right back.
Sure. So I do think that it is, and that's why I did lean to Woody Marks, because I think it's a tweener situation. This is not a clear just contingent value situation. It's not a full split backfield. I think Monty is going to be a 60% guy. 65% guy. So I think he's going to have the clear lead role. He's going to have the clear lead on areas that we care about for points. But it's also, there is contingent upside as well as some standalone. So I think that is kind of the in-between. I think there are 3 different things we're talking about here, like split backfield, contingent, and then the in-between. And the other in-between, I think, would be probably Scattaboo and Tracy. I think that's the next closest in terms of like an in-between situation. Many others are, there's just a clear 1 and a clear 1B, like the Bears situation, like Meg mentioned, and like the Steelers situation. So I lean a little less to those, to somebody's point earlier, like the Patriots are fantastic for that, but it's also an expensive one.
But the Patriots are one that I think you could get paid off in a big time way. Like the way it doesn't work is if one either becomes just absolute, and that was actually going to be my third one. People are worried about Hendo, not paying off his price. He's really he's going first, but really Ramondre should have more of the workload. To me, this is a way, and again, we can look at the guide. And actually, I was going over with BBG on his stream on Monday. That's the one that actually didn't work. Like you saw it work with even the Giants, the Bears, the Steelers, a lot of other of those like 1A, 1B type backfields. And obviously, it was in the Giants case. Sadly, when Scattaboo went down, Tracy, he really didn't do anything, but he did something in the playoff weeks. And so you don't know when that's going to happen or hit, but. My point is, again, I am open to doing it. I know I've done it a couple times with like a Bijan and Brian Robinson, or, I've done it a couple times with Saquon and Tank. Like I've done it a couple times with that. But what I am doing often this year is what I've written about pre-draft, and what I'm going to write about this weekend is, I think whether you want to do it in a 0 RB, a hero RB, or just any structure, I think it very much works in a hero or 0 RB. BBG and I did one where we had like Gibbs, Ramondre, and Hendo, and then we waited a little bit and got like a Katron Allen and somebody else. Like, I think that very much can work, because you're basically saying Gibbs, Patriots backfield, and then, one or two other later guys. And it still can work from a price standpoint, because again, I got this from learning the best ball guide, or from looking through our best ball guide and the spike week charts, is there are just some teams where that allowed for a usable week almost every single week, and a spike week a lot of weeks. And that's what we're looking for in consistent, because in best ball, we don't need to decide who to start and make those decisions. So that's what I like about it. Why don't you do one more? We get through chat and then we get to the draft, because I am going to write about this. So a couple quick updates. Steve is going to have an article about coaching changes for the AFC. Correct, Steve?
NFC first.
Okay, NFC coaching changes tomorrow. I'm going to have this handcuff article. I did a pre-draft handcuff article on our Substack, and I'm going to have this handcuff article like post-draft. What do I like? What am I actually doing in drafts? And that'll be out this weekend, but obviously a very fun holiday weekend this weekend. And then we will have a rankings update tonight or tomorrow morning. So a lot of things coming, even though it's a holiday, we're still working. Again, check out the link in the description for our Substack, and the draft guide that we mentioned, which I may pull up and even reference during our draft, or if we have to wait for the Dalmatian, is the it's less than $30 a year. It's year round, and it's covering best ball now with every rankings for every format. And then articles, of course, like I just talked about, but then it's DFS, it's Underdog Dailies, it's NFL Bets in season. It's year-round coverage for less than $30, and you get a bonus gift of our NFL or our best ball draft guide that's over 400 pages. I'll show some of those. So why don't you go through your last one, and then I will catch up with chat, and then we will get into the Dalmatian, of course. So go ahead.
So the last one is one that to me has been in between, and I will say I've done this more on full point PPR, and that's Kenneth Walker and Emma Johnson. I think Emma Johnson is competing against DeMarcado and Brashard Smith for the RB2 role, and maybe even some more like third down back type stuff. Kenneth Walker can do everything, but he's not going to start. He's not going to do CMC. He's not going to be CMC and go from being 52% workload to 82% workload. Like, that's just not going to happen. So I do think there's a lot of opportunity here for a highly potential offense. And what I like is the split is pretty big. I think there could be enough of a gap where, Emma Johnson can pay off a couple weeks.
I'm going to interrupt real quick. Just keep talking so I can finish tweeting something. Just keep talking, and then we'll catch up with chat and get into a draft. So.
Oh, okay. And then if anything were to happen with Kenneth Walker, which sadly stuff has happened with Kenneth Walker every single year, I think Emma Johnson just comes into a pretty big role. Right now, they've not added anyone else, and I think he can overtake DeMarcado and Brashard Smith pretty easily. I think there was a lot of interesting ones. I'm kind of avoiding. It is a handcuff, but I'm avoiding in backfields that have potentially a three-way split. I don't like taking 1 and 2. I like maybe 1 and 3. Like if you want to go Bucky and Sean Tucker, or 2 and 3, like Gainwell and Sean Tucker, but 1 and 2 feel a little pricey for maybe a three-way split. Same with Washington. If you want to do JCM and Katron, or Rashard White and Katron, I think they make sense. Doing both Rashard White and JCM, I feel you run the risk that neither pays off their ADP, and you've really hindered your team at that point.
Yeah, that was sorry. Thank you for covering it. That was the other point I was going to say, is that I've done some, and that will be in my article this weekend, is of those like 3-man backfields, but usually the 2 cheaper ones, like you said. What are you laughing at?
chat.
Okay. Anyways, let me finish my thought and then I'll get to chat, I promise. But I am doing some of those like Kenneth Gainwell, Sean Tucker, and Katron Allen, and Rashad, those kind of things. So I definitely am doing some of that. All right, I'm getting to chat and then we're getting in a draft. Okay. Okay, so we covered the handcuffs. I'm going in order. Yeah, Rudy F that toy up. He goes nuts with certain toys for sure. You can always buy more. Okay, Price Helani. That's one I have not touched, but I suppose you could. I will say that I'm bumping Price down in the rankings. Price Sharp, if you're like kind of like early season, mid season, I kind of get that with more positive Sharp news. When did we hire on Mbuka or Devontae Smith? Corey, thank you for good to see you. I'm higher on Devonta Smith, but I do still love Mbuka. But good to see you in here. Index says, when do we stop calling it running back by committee? We used to be a proper country. Yeah, I mean, now there are so many, like, I get that call, but now there are so many just 1A, 1B situations. And that I should have clarified that is more what, and maybe you helped me with the title. This is all just a workshop situation. Steve says, do either of you know if there's any data that supports fewer injuries on these split backfields? That's a very good question. But it does seem though the position has been healthier. That's a great question. I don't know of any data that I've come across. What about you, Steve?
I don't know if there's any data, but I just think are
they still waiting on 7? I'm just trying because I can jump in.
I don't know if they still are, but
okay. Let me try to. I'm going to jump in now.
But I think that makes sense. But I do think it makes sense. Like fewer hits, fewer opportunities to get injured, and also like like these whether it's soft tissue stuff like hamstring stuff like that.
Oh, we're live. Go ahead.
Or even things like ACLs and Achilles, like having more plays off probably does help that. I really think it could. Now is there like a massive help, or I think that's more questionable. But I think it makes sense that guys are healthier because they're sharing the workload a little bit more.
Okay, so we are in a Dalmatian. Did I get in the right thing? I mean, because I'm surprised maybe Toxic Tower already filled it, and this was like the second go. But we are in with King of Kings. Our guy Frank is at the 2. Let's see, Huckleberry at the 8. I know Montgomery.
Jim Waller at the 12.
And the Waller, who's on live now with Neil Warfield on Neil Warfield's channel, is at the 12. So that is very, very interesting. The Toxic Tower must have gotten in early. Al Boogie, shout out to Al Boogie, is on with them on their members only stream. So we got to lock in, and then I will catch up with the chat, Steve. But this thrills me because I would love a Jamar Chase and a big dog.
I think that's very good. See if Frank gives it to us.
Yeah, that's true. If not, it'll be Bijan. Okay. Jamar Chase. And okay, I am logged in with BBO. I might need to update my exposures, but at least we can see. Shout out to Best Ball Overlay, code Fanspeak, 25% off. You're seeing your exposures, your combinations, your team correlations, playoff, very, very key if you're doing volume. But great to see Frank, King of Kings, Huckleberry, and then Jim Waller in here. Very cool to see that. Let me catch up with chat now. So I apologize for that, but thank you for giving the heads up. That was 7 minutes ago. Legion's not in here, so not sure if that got filled. And another one, so you have to let us know, Legion, if you're in the first one or if you,
maybe you rug pulled them.
But good to see you, Hartman. Appreciate you. Legion, though, if I'm not in the one with you, I'm kind of happy because then I have a better chance at Scatabo. But yeah, good to see everybody in here. Omega, Who Hames, love interrupting Meg to tell Steve to talk more. I do that sometimes, but in case I don't want to be dead silent because I put myself on mute to do a couple things. One of the only times in history a guy has said potentially a 3-way and meant it as a negative. That was hysterical. Dying, absolutely. Oh my God, so funny. Totally agree on the Washington Bassfield take. Good to see you, nice and blunt. Appreciate you. Yeah. Oh, you took all 3 Broncos in a DK Millie. I have done some of the 2 Broncos before. That's another one that
I do think the 20th round is a little different because obviously you have more picks to play with. But yeah, and Who Hames asked about like the weekly winners. All 3 weekly winners. It's I get what you're doing. You're just hoping that the Washington backfield hits multiple times, and it could be multiple guys. So that's different. And it's just you're tied to that backfield.
Evening to you, nice and blunt. Great to see you. Better 1A, 1B season, Waddle Sutton or Parker Thomas? Ooh. Let's see. I'm going to say, I'm so confused, but I'll say Waddle Sutton because I'm so confused by and of course, I love Travis Hunter. I'm always here for you.
I'll say the same thing if I had a chance to speak.
Steve, we're about to come up. I'm trying to plow through the chat.
You made Paul leave.
What?
You hopped out of the draft.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that. I'm trying to catch up with chat, and I was like, oh, my God, maybe they're trying to fill the Toxic Tower members one because, these take a while. Oh, I'm bummed you hopped out, but maybe not bummed that we're not in the same one because, again, I like better chances at Scatabo. Okay, I will catch up with the rest of the chat. I saw Flannelverse said hello to Flannelverse, hello to Neil and Jim. By ADP, this is what I was hoping for Pickens. I just want to be clear. I'm not just taking someone to take somebody. So,
I think I lean Nico.
Yeah. This is what sucks is I don't want to get boxed out at running back, but I don't love Love. I don't love Jeremiah Love in this type of contest. Yeah. I don't know if we pull up like an Achan or Kyron or something like that. This is that or we just, if we take Devonta Smith, we just are committed to catching up like right away. Devonta Smith goes.
I think Achan.
Yeah. Or Kyron. We know they're
I'm fine
either
way.
Where's your lean?
Let's go Kyron. It's the better offense.
I do like the week 11. Yeah, there's probably less bye-week conflict. Okay, let's go Kyron. That feels safer to me for whatever reason. So yeah, I'm telling you, this is what I struggle with. I have one slow Dalmatian going and I'm in the middle and I got CMC and Walker to start. And I have to say, I just like what comes back better. And I was really hoping for Pickens to fall. Stormtrooper got him and that, good pick. But yeah, I like what B Wakey's doing, going, robust running back, but I just don't love like Breece Hall and Love enough in a $100 contest. Like to me, again, I did the draft like a hooker, go get your guys. I say who, I say when, I say how much, like, I mean that, like, I want to do the structures. We started, 0, 1, 2. This is not for balancing exposures. This is not, this has to be like stuff that we absolutely agree on this, for this dollar amount, so that would be my big stands in this is not a time where I'm trying to balance or just be okay with it, for sure. But anyways, again, good to see everybody in here. We appreciate it. Sorry, I have been frazzled the whole time. Now that my body temperature is cooling down, I'm still bummed out about the earrings, but Steve and I are getting in the groove here and I'm glad we are in the Dalmatian, but I'm sorry if I messed you up. Our guy Legion, what's up, W for Omega? Great to see you. Happy 4th to our guy Steve McDevitt. Absolutely, the holiday weekend obviously starts tomorrow. Happy 4th to you, W for Omega. 1-3 is good. I don't love what comes back necessarily, but I absolutely love getting Chase in this type of contest. Oh wow, so 2 Dalmatians filled since we went live. So that's interesting. So theirs must have filled and this, and then, but yeah, fun that we are in another cross stream. I thought we might be in with Toxic Tower guys, but we are in with Flannelverse. But nice. On the other side, let's go from Jim. Good to see Jim and Neil in here. I'm isn't a 1A, 1B. I like Sutton more than most, I will say. Yeah. Yes, good to see you. Come on, baby. We are going to do another draft after this. Unfortunately, so they must have filled. Unfortunately, there's not really anything else other than BBM. So we'll either do BBM or Eliminator. So they were waiting on 2 at 10. Wow, then this one must have filled. Then that must have filled quick. And then this must have filled. Unless they're under another name. But I think it's the 3 of them and Al Boogie. So Drafters Superflex. Wait, do they have a Superflex out?
Yeah, they released the Superflex today.
Ooh, we could maybe do that. I'll tell you what, I did a drafters draft today with my rankings. Shout out again, Substack. I loved it. I have to say, I don't mean to brag. I love my rankings on Substack for the drafters. It worked out really nice. Okay, so I'd say Terry, DJ Moore, although I am not as high on DJ Moore above the rankings. I think that's a little aggressive. JMO, God, this is a bad. Where did Scatabo just went to Huckleberry? I mean, we could probably get David Montgomery, unless you just want to lock up David Montgomery and get one of these receivers.
Let's lock up David Montgomery. I think there's a tier break here.
Yeah. God, these are not my favorite players other than Jamar. This sucks, but what are you going to do? I have already biting my hand off. So
Nice.
Always a good time. Yeah, I knew there was a chance if we putzed around too long on the exercise that we might get like, I knew Jim and then Jim and Neil were live and Toxic Tower was live. I was like, oh, I don't want it to be too long to wait. And then it ended up filling. That's crazy that two filled like within minutes of each other. That's very interesting. Okay, so I don't know. I'm fine either way. I kind of wanted to go JMO, but I'll let you decide.
I mean, I just think DJ Moore, like JMO's no chance of being wide receiver 1 on the team. Like,
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I have DJ Moore ranked so high yet. There are so many other, I don't know. I'm going to be revamping my rankings a little bit, just tweaks, right? Like I want to bump price down and certain like little new stuff. And I did bump them down a little more because when we did that exercise with coolers, like showing where we stood above and below the market, most of them like, yeah, that's where I want to be, above or below the market. But that one just feels a little too aggressive. So
honestly, I don't even know if we're aggressive enough. I mean,
Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, look at the receivers who get pulled up, Tedero McMillan, Garrett Wilson,
I don't think
Emeka Mbuka, like
Mbuka. I mean, that's a good offense.
Yeah, but we don't know. Like Chris Godwin could be wide receiver 1. I mean, 2 years ago he was ahead of Mike Evans before he got hurt.
Huheim says Steve's liquid makes sense. Draft like a hooker. To watch that back. Oh my God, this bathroom is bigger than the blue banana. Yes, great reference. Call back to Pretty Woman. Huckleberry, you are the GOAT for that. I love that. My favorite, there's so many little lines in Pretty Woman other than obviously Big Mistake, Huge, and my favorite that I mentioned, I say who, I say when, I say how much. I love, there's like so little, I'm not going to bore you guys. You guys will not know these lines. So this is stupid.
We know them all.
You know, like when she's like, are you writing it down? Write that down. Or are you right? And then when she's like, what fairy tale does this happen to? Who does it happen to? And she was like, Cinderella. I just love that. I just love that movie. One of my all-time favorite movies. Saw it on Broadway too in New York. We absolutely need to agree on this. Make conveniently in round 3 before A-Rod decision time. That is true. Yeah, I agree with you, Coolers. Demon, any running back was a quick pick there. I'm not going to be forced in. When I say who, I say when, I say who. I'm not going to be forced into a 0 RB or just an anchor RB build. I'm just not going to do it. But I will say, outside of Chase, these are not like my favorite player picks. And of course, this is why I brought Scatabo up in my other Dalmatian, because I was like, if you're not, this is why this side of the board, he usually doesn't fall back anymore. What is up, Crossface? Good to see you. Good to see you in here as well. Okay, so we are almost back up. We're up at 70 and 75. Wow, room's still there. What the? Do we? I mean, I say Rome.
I think we take Rome.
Yeah, that is just absolute. What did I just do?
You deleted them.
Jesus.
Nailed it.
I know now when Coolers, I was like acting so offended. Now I'm like, yeah, you're right. You probably should have run the sticks. Okay, shit. We missed out on Burrow too. Okay, Huckleberry has my draft. Like let's look at Huckleberry.
That's why Huckleberry's dropping Pretty Woman quotes too.
Yeah. I mean, this is why I like being on this side of the board. Look what he got. JT, Chase Brown, Higgins, Scatabo, Christian Watson, Burrow with Higgins and Chase Brown. Love it. Love your draft more. I hate it.
Okay, we're about to pick again.
Okay. I want to quarterback I love. Should we just take like Herbert and backstack? I'm not going to be like, I want a quarterback I love.
We can take Herbert or Dak.
Okay,
I'd probably lean Herbert.
Yeah, me too. Rudy? Because we can take, Quentin Johnson. I know you don't like.
I'm actually more coming around to him, but we're not going to get him back.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we're not up for 17 picks. I know you don't like Gadsden as much, but there's still Trey Harris.
I definitely would not take Gadsden in this draft. That is.
Why are you so negative, Gadsden, though?
I don't think people realize how bad of a blocker he is. And I think Mike McDaniel.
What about how baller of a pass catcher he is?
Okay, but, David Njoku is pretty solid in that area as well.
With the olds again, I just worry about the olds with you so much. My God.
Okay. But I just don't know if if Gadsden's going to play near as much. I mean, they've, I do think they will be in 2 tight end sets some, but some of those times it's going to be Charlie Kohler because he is the best blocker, and then sometimes they're going to have a fullback out there. So I just think Gadsden's going to get squeezed a lot, and it's going to be very, very tough for him to have consistency. And, if we just want an athletic young tight end who has some spike week potential, why don't you take Terrence Ferguson in the 18th round?
Yeah, so Coolers and a Chargers fan, nice and blunt, agree with you. And then I'll go back to the other chat before we come back around. Cooler says, love Gadsden splash play upside. And that's what I was basically trying to say is the splash play spike week potential upside. But he could be 5th and 6th in line for volume and in that ADP. That's spicy. Nice and blunt. A Chargers fan says Gadsden has some drop issues too. Huham says I'm in on Gadsden, but when he falls to 160, which he is starting to fall, and I agree with him on that. Mike said, great point. Does Jim's entry count for the challenge? He is a YouTube member, but he's a stream opponent. Yeah, he can count. This is fun that it's a co-stream draft. That's why I was hoping we'd be in with Toxic Tower, and then I forgot that Flannelverse was live. So I think it's fun that it's like a little cross stream on a higher dollar, higher stakes draft. So yes, he can totally count. He is a Fanspeak Fam YouTube member. Let the record show. We got Best Ball Cabal. Good evening to you. Totally makes sense. Your Huckleberry on these higher dollar drafts. Especially when it's 3 max or 5 max or whatever. I am like, I want one. Like that's why I was like, this team has to be a Dak or Herbert team. Like I want to have my favorite quarterbacks in these. So I get being like, I need one of these drafts to be a Cincy team. And I love your team. And I was just pointing out, I really do love your team, not just because of Scatabo, but because you got the the Bengals stack. But I was also pointing out that, I don't know, just this time of the year right now where things land, I like that side of the board more. Do I love Chase and Gibbs and Bijan? Of course. But yeah. So Steve says, I have 5% in Buka, worried about the target share. I mean, I just think he is so good second year. I really am want actually more in Buka, but we'll talk about that in a minute. 94. Okay, so let's think this through here. Okay, so obviously QJ went. We're saying at 124. Do you want to go Monangai just to get that third running back before it gets too thin?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, talk about another. You could do Corum and Kyron and just say, I've got the Rams. That's actually not the craziest. Are you sure? Oh, shit. I was just going to say.
I think
I kind of think that's interesting. I feel like it's going to be a split this year, but I guess with the price you're paying for Kyron and us paying 27. Yeah. Okay. Pittman is my favorite here, unless you wanted to backstack a different. What we should have done was the whole, Purdy goes, but Rudy, come on, man, you've got to work with me here. I'm not surprised that Pearsall went earlier. Yeah, usually Pearsall's here. He's not. What do you want to do, Pittman?
Pittman.
Unless you want to go Corum.
No, I'm not as high on the Corum portion of this. I think he's got tons of contingent upside. But he only had one usable week up until the point Devontae Adams got injured. And that week actually might have been the week Puka was injured. So it's like he needs an elite wide receiver to get injured. Like, how many games is that going to happen?
Wait, Corum only spiked when one of the receivers.
Not even spiked. even a usable week. He had like 5 usable weeks, and 4 of them were the weeks were without Devontae Adams.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. So what I was trying to say, not eloquently, is that, Pearsall went earlier, but that's what you see in these higher stakes draft is the a lot of the players that you love go earlier, like, or teams that you love, like 49ers. So Pearsall goes earlier. Purdy went a little earlier. Where did he go? Right at the turn there, which makes sense. But really then Huckleberry's now hitting a lot of receivers like Metcalf, Downsworthy. I love Huckleberry's draft. Let's see what The Wall, which is Flannelverse over on Flannelverse and our little cross stream is doing here 1, 3, 4. So Jefferson, Cook, McConkey, I love that. Javonte Williams, Price, Tate, Lawrence, Reed. So did they get one of the... No. I was just seeing if they got one of the Jacksonville receivers, but 1, 3, 4, I like that balance. They're on the turn now to take 2 picks. So they go Kyler with Jefferson. And then let's see what they do here.
Yeah, no, I
think running more too. Go ahead.
Well, I think it's fine. And this is the same for us. Like, we will try to backstack Herbert, but if, Trey Harris goes 20 picks ahead ADP, like, we're not going to then take Brennan Thompson or, something like that.
No, you're not forcing stacks as much in this. It's a,
and I'm sure Jim thought, Jacoby Myers was coming back, but he didn't. So, it's all good.
Yeah.
And they still Strange as an out and Travis Hunter, but
right.
Point
being
absolutely. Is like, absolutely. You don't force it. Like, just raw points is what's going to matter most. If Herbert is a top 5 quarterback, we're getting a steal.
Wow, I was gonna say I don't think they're all gonna fall to us, but there is, to get a second quarterback, again, just the conversation we're having, not even caring about, just purely ADP value. Rudy, please. There are 3 quarterbacks here that I think we should take with our next pick.
Especially since you won't like a future quarterback option.
What do you mean?
CJ Stroud.
Oh God, no, not in this. No. Oh my God, no, absolutely not. What did the I'm just seeing what the Amon-Ra, Rudy, please. The Amon-Ra took JD and Dart, and then I was trying at Laporta. They have 2. Yeah. I mean, I would honestly just take Goff and soak up another great quarterback. I mean, I like Baker too, but I don't really care that he's unstacked. If we get Tesla, fine. But I am fine with Goff. What's your thought?
Yeah, I mean, I think Goff it's a fall, so I think it's very well worth.
Massive. It's an 18 or 10.
It's a round and a half fall.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to let a good quarterback like that in a high stakes draft fall. If we get Tesla and we want Tesla, great. If not, then it's. I mean, you're. All right. So I had Chris Rodriguez queued up. I know he's been falling, but it's not like I like the other. I'd feel really good getting a 4th running back that I like, not, so that we're not forced into a certain build. So that would be my preference, but is there anybody else on the board? We're not going to double stack Houston. Yeah. I know there's tight ends here, but I don't feel
No, let's go Rodriguez. I would have pushed obviously for Travis Kelce because I think you're getting a massive fall there. In terms of not just ADP, but value, but right. King's got him.
Yeah, so. King's. Okay, so we now sit at 2, 4, 5. Both Herbert and Goff are unstacked, but I do want to reiterate. So it is 4-12 to get out of the pod, and then it is, I believe, 1 of 6, 1 of 5, 1 of 8.
1 of 5, 1 of 8.
Yeah, and so obviously week 16 might be what matters most. Is going to be the toughest to advance, and then you're advanced to a 23-person finals, where you make $1,000 to make the finals. And then it's a nice flat payout, $30K up top. So stacking, I'm not saying stacking is not important. It just doesn't mean as much as it does in other contests. And that's why we've written and we've discussed the different ways to handle different types of contests. So I just think that's something to keep in mind. Even though I would ideally like it, I much prefer just having quarterbacks I love. And we do. And we got, a nice fall on Goff there. So, Let me just see. Best Ball Cabal, they tell me Gadsden is a zone beater that defense is adjusted to and shut down. Do you have a comment on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think there were a couple of reasons why Gadsden started to fail. Essentially, one, their loss of Joe Alt. They needed tight ends to stay in and block more, and he was terrible at that. So that made him A, see the field less, and B, when he was out there, like they had to have him like chipping and doing stuff that negated some of his ability to separate. And I do think defense is also adjusted. I think there was a multitude of factors. And just with the offense not being as strong, like there was just less opportunities, like more drives were getting killed because of sacks or holding penalties, false starts. So I think this is why we want to draft good offenses. Like that window after Joe Alt got injured the second time, Chargers only had like one or two really good games, like offensive performances after that. They had some terrible games, like when they went and played the Jaguars and got smoked. So there were just too many games where it just wasn't a factor at that point.
Yeah. W for Omega says I'm so dynasty brained. Need to rewire. Yeah, the different formats for sure. QJ is the new school Deshaun Jackson. Yeah, I kind of wish maybe we could have gotten Herbert than him. I do want to start taking some more QJ. Rudy, you're killing me, bud. Cooler says if you get into sharp rooms and higher dollar drafts, it gives you a true sense of ADP. And I couldn't have said that better. Yeah, easy to button click in a $3 150. But yeah, you get the true where ADP should be going in these. And that is absolutely true. Okay, we are back on the clock. I mean, I do like Travis Hunter. And Jalen McMillan's another one. These are my rankings. What do you want to do here? We did take a fourth running back. We're seeing it 2, 4, 5. I'm not going to pull up a tight end just to pull up a tight end.
I think McMillan. Oh, okay.
I did it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, just for this, like Hunter doesn't pay off for you near as much in this kind of contest with the 412,
What do you mean? Pushing a spike week guy potentially through
but
to the playoffs.
You never need the spike. You don't need the spike weeks. Not the same in the 1 of 5, 1 of 8, and 1 of 23. And
you still need spike weeks. Okay, we'll talk about this. We need to. I mean, you're not going to want either of the Chargers, even though I kind of do. So what do you want to do here?
I would take Chig. We need tight end.
I mean, you like Chig more than Gads.
He's going to play 90% of the snaps versus 40% of the snaps. Like it's not even close. Like
okay, so we are in. So it's 2, 4, 6, 1 now. Shit. We should have taken Rodgers. I didn't even think about that in this. This is the other thing being on the turns. Fuck. We're going to be stuck 166. We're going to be potentially stuck with like Tua. Oh, man. So, I mean, Rodgers' ADP's moved up to 175, but he does go, early, and I do have him ranked here. So I'm bummed out about that. Again, a third quality quarterback that's already stacked is way more important to me than a tight end that I feel like is kind of with the other ones in this Warner Freiermuth range. So anyways, I hope he comes back. He may not. Let's just talk through what else you'd like to do here. So I have him queued. I have everything else by ADP now. Obviously I will like cue Trey Harris because I know we're in agreement there. So would you take Gadsden if he fell like dramatically? Like
not in this contest. I think Gadsden's a terrible pick in this contest. We want as much certainty as possible. I don't see any reason to risk, like in a BBM taking a Gadsden or, a puppy or whatever, taking a Gadsden. It's like, okay, this $5 team, if Gadsden hits, it gives me life. For this $101, but if it fails, okay, I'm fine letting it fail. But for this, you only have 3 bullets. It's a great advance rate. Like, why hinder yourself? And it's the same thing with Travis Hunter. Like, Travis Hunter could be the greatest pick on the board, or he could be the worst pick on the board because he could never, actually have a usable week next year.
Steve,
I'm saying that is the range of outcomes that anyone has to take into account. And so for a contest like this, I do not think Travis Hunter is a great pick at his current ADP. Now, if Travis Hunter goes 20 picks later, like you just said, like this kind of contest, ADPs, we see real ADPs, and that's what we should be doing. Like we should be drafting these guys based on
right. And I think B. Wakey, who's a very high level drafter, was smart to take Travis Hunter there. And I think Cooler's comment about we are seeing real ADPs is absolutely true in these contests. Like you're not trying to like get falls, you're trying to just go get your guys. And so that's why I think, so as you saw, Travis Hunter didn't fall. I just don't think the range of outcomes is a nothing outside of a zero. I think
but I'm saying like he hits twice at the 140s. That's not great. Like he, you know,
okay, that's fair. I didn't want to like. I hate when people. I hate when people like Davis does this sometimes. Like, let me finish my thought. Let me finish my thought. But when they talk to like, what's the word? Not hyperbole, but what's the word?
It is. It's hyperbolic. Yeah.
Yeah, hyperbolic. Thank you. So
I didn't have a say on Aaron Rodgers there.
No, we're getting our third quarterback that stacks. So Herbert, Goff, Rodgers, I fucking love that. So I don't mind Tesla and being done right here at.
I think that's good if we can get him.
Okay. Or do you want to pull up? Shit. God, we are in a sharp room. Okay.
I think running back here.
My favorites are probably those.
What's our buys? Real quick?
Why don't we just take Freiermuth just to think it through? Okay. Steve, what? He's not going to come back, and we're not just going to take a running back on no time. It was 11-8, 10-7, so we were fine. Yeah. I know we had 10 and 8, so it would have duplicated. Yeah. If we're only doing 5, which we are, this is going to be a 3-5-7-3, unless you wanted to stop at 6 for some Rudy. For the love of God, he's now flipping over the fan. 6, 8, 7, 10, 9, 10. We only have 2 week 10 buys. I mean, honestly, if you wanted to make this a 3-6-6-3, I could live with that. The only duplication is Rome and Jalen, and we got 5 receivers by 99 and 6 by 142. I mean, maybe it's just because
I don't hate it. I don't hate that idea. I think we just kind of have to see what we can get.
Hi, buddy. Hi. Can you just take it? Can you know that your mom's doing a $101 draft right now? You know, I poo-pooed Cooler saying that you should run the sticks, and then we see this disaster.
Rudy, you're getting blamed.
Yeah. Hi. Okay. It's just like it is a peanut butter jelly sandwich over here. Yeah, is Steve saying Jim Waller like some strange way to put the opposition on blast? It's for stop. Yeah, if you get to the finals, you need to get 22 others. Need to beat 22 others. Stacks mean so much less. Absolutely agree. You just got to beat 8, 4, 7, 22. What does that mean?
You have to beat 8 people in the first round, 4 in the second round, 7 in the third round, and then 22 in the finals.
Yep, that is exactly right. That was a great way to put it, Coolers. And I'm embarrassed that I needed Steve to help me explain that. Rudy, you can't lay your head on the thing, bud.
He's so good.
No, that's a great way to look at it. Yeah, like the top 2, beat them. Like David Kitchen says, yeah, you got to beat 8, 4, 7, 22. Send it. I like it. Yeah, basically Ray Stevens. I'm basically going to be Ray Stevens in the Dalmatian streets. What's Ray Stevens? You got to help me again, Steve. I'm struggling.
I don't know. Ray Stevens, is that what's the show? We're on the clock, so no, it's Ray Donovan. Okay.
Stop, Rudy. So so Trey Harris got sniped and
stop. I think we take Katron here.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's the lowest of these. Would you rather Emmett or just
I like Katron the
better.
most.
Yeah. Yeah. And that way, if we wanted to stop, I say we take Njoku with this next pick.
That was my hope. And because King says 3, I figured we had a real shot of him coming back.
Okay. Please stop. Okay, let's take Njoku. Okay, so we did stack Herbert. We stacked Rodgers. We didn't stack off. Tesla went one pick before us. We're at 3-5-6-3. So we can either just tack on one more running back or one more receiver. Again, I am fine if you wanted to do 3-6-6-3, but if Braylon Allen and who would be the only one else I'd consider, like if you want to do like a James Conner, Justice Hill, like kind of like just more safety, or if you want to do a Vidal, like honestly, Ollie Gordon, actually there probably are more receivers, but if you wanted to swing for upside with, of course, my favorite Keon Coleman or an Elijah Surratt, type, I don't know, where do you land on that? Because I think that's what's interesting about drafting these higher stakes live is thinking through, because it is thinking through different, just what Coolers put out, but just in general. Go ahead.
Yeah, if there was a clear handcuff for one of our backs, I think I would be more inclined there. Vidal would be a third week 7, so I don't know if it's the greatest option. I do like the team aspect of it, but I don't, like if we had Devon 18.
I did have, between Rudy like biting me and now squeaking shit and knocking shit over and sweating and the brace for impact, that was too good. Oh my God, he almost did take A-Rod, but Meg would kill. Hey, you got to go get your guys. I wouldn't have killed you. I would have respected you. I can't promise things wouldn't have come out of my mouth, but it would have been a good pick. But oh my God, I would have been so mad at myself for taking stupid Chig when we should have taken Rodgers at 1. And let that be a lesson to all of us. Go get your guys. I should have taken Rodgers at 180 at 47, not even given Huckleberry the opportunity to think about it. Good idea buying extra time there with the Freiermuth pick. The team always is going to have Pat Fry. Exactly. Yeah, the content would have been absolutely nuts. That is true. Rudy's instinctively having a social support dog after those picks and debate. That's absolutely true. No, Huckleberry, I blame myself. I should have taken Rodgers at 147, where I have him ranked, and where you should take him in this type of contest. And that was on me. And I am thankful you didn't take Rodgers, but that was on me. I should have taken him there. The streak naked QBs all day. Hey, 2 out of 3 are stacked now. Bark, bark, I'm conquering this toy. Bark, bark. Oh my God. Now he's in the cubicle thing trying to eat something else. Okay, we're back. Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Oh God.
Okay. Last pick. What do you want to do?
Let's do your guy Keon Coleman.
Ooh. How are we with week 7? We have just DJ. Do you think double stacking DJ Moore is stupid?
No, that's fine. It's another piece of a top offense.
Rudy? Stop. He's trying to eat. He's now getting into the cubicle and pulling out folders. So that's awesome.
Aww.
He goes to camp soon. Hopefully by the time we get back from the beach in a couple weeks, or no, later, we have to go to a family beach trip, like a family reunion beach trip. And he's going to camp then. And hopefully in August, when I get back, Rudy is not acting foolish, but we appreciate you guys sticking with us. And I love the bark bark. Okay. It's time to go through it. Rudy, you gotta bear with me here, bud. All right. So Steve, we finish our first Dalmatian together. I do have one slow going. Those are probably going to be the only 2 for me. That's why I wanted to love it. 3-5-7-3, Herbert, Goff, Rodgers. I love those quarterbacks. We did not stack Goff. We did stack Herbert and Rodgers. I need my emotional support dog. Kyron, David Montgomery, Kyle Monongai, Chris Rodriguez, Katron Allen, Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Michael Pittman, Jalen McMillan, Keon Coleman, Chigakonkwo, Pat Fry, David Njoku. So again, we stacked Rodgers. We stacked Herbert. Maybe we should have done like just a James Conner vet safety blanket type. I don't know. What are your thoughts looking back? The receiver room feels stronger than the running back room, and that's maybe not what I want in a draft like this. But other than that, I generally like the team, and I love the felon value we got on Goff. It's a bummer we couldn't stack Tesla, but again, we're in a tough room. You're not going to get lucky to get big falls. I do like the falls that we did get. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, if we'd taken any running back, I think I would have pushed for Ollie Gordon. He just has a much clearer role. And
in a different bye week.
A different bye week. Because I don't mind Vidal also. Could we maybe have found another receiver? I just went from kind of what was in the queue real quick. Sure, maybe, but Cam Coleman, to me, I do think he's got a real path to be wide receiver 3 in this offense. I do think they pass more, and it's a top tier offense. So he has a better chance of hitting than, honestly, a lot of these late receivers on probably far weaker offenses.
Yeah, let me take myself off mute. We have a really quick update. We have 27 likes. Hit that like button if you haven't already. If we get to 30 likes, I'll give away 5 Fanspeak YouTube subscriptions. The Fanspeak fam gets emojis. They get team reviews. They get a contest in which Mike is tracking all the data of these Fanspeak fam drafts, and 1 to 2 extra shows a week. Sometimes we're probably going to do like 2 tape shows a month, and then a live stream show with the Shoup Sibs every Sunday night, including this Sunday night on a holiday weekend, every single week. So become a Fanspeak fan member, but if we get a couple more likes, we will give out 5 free 1-month memberships, and I think you'll like it and appreciate it. So Huckleberry says, I feel like you can go 2 QBs more in a 4-12 with Burrow. I didn't feel like A-Rod was a requirement, and I was scared of Meg.
Same.
I don't ever want you to be scared of me. I love drafting with you, Huckleberry. Again, I would have been bummed out, to use a Yinzer term. I would have been frustrated, but I would have honestly been frustrated myself, because I honestly, in these, I'm going to take my guys. Again, I say who, I say way, I say how much. I have Rodgers ranked 147. I should have taken him there so that there was no question, because to me that there's no difference between Chig and a tight end like the next round. So go get your guys. But I love that. OW for Omega, thank you so much. If the community is saying rushing yards and TDs aren't plus for the Bucks, Baker might set the up to throw 35 and Spike weeks will fall from the sky. I agree. I love Baker. I want to get more Baker. I was going to take Baker. I think we had Goff, Baker, Shuck queued up, and it was just like the falling value on Goff was just too much to ignore. We could see Goff has just been steady Eddie with his yards, touchdowns. You could even see maybe more passing touchdowns this year. So I didn't want to pass that up, but I love Baker, and I want to have plenty of Baker in these types of contests too. Cooler says, you won't like me saying this, but when you took Pat Free, someone like Brian Robinson, Sean Tucker might have been a better team fit. Yeah, I agree. We looked at the bye weeks, and I should have taken Tucker there. That was the one I liked the most. Do you agree with that, Steve?
I do. I think there was a chance that Farm.
I'm not mad. It's fair, and that's what these are for, is to have good productive combos. So I totally agree. So Steve, I like this. I think I'll blame myself. Made a couple of errors. Luckily, we still did get Rodgers. I like it. I don't love it, but again, it's kind of where. And I don't know. I in my slow, I'm already going through that where it's like I'm just going to take guys where. And I don't care if people are like making fun of my ADP value, because again, in 101 draft, I want to like the players too. So any other thoughts on our team before we look at the other teams?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think running back's a little weaker. Like, we obviously need Chris Rodriguez to be a thing. We need Kalman guy to continue what he did. I think both are very, very high potential situations, and even the Katron, that's why I leaned him over the other ones there. So, it's just one of those, like, tight ends is a little weak. Running back's a little weaker than we'd like.
Whoa. Tight end is not weak when we have Pat Freiermuth, but go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, Nice and Blanc likes it. And if I didn't say thank you enough, because Rudy's got me frazzled, thank you very much. We appreciate all support, watching, liking, drafting, chatting, super chats, YouTube memberships, Substack memberships, of course, link in the description. Thank you very much, W for Omega. Okay, finish your thoughts, Steve, and then we'll get to the other.
I think the best part of this team is we didn't worry so much about the stacks, and getting those top 2 quarterbacks, particularly Goff at the fall that we did. We could have 2 of the top 5 offensive quarterbacks, and while Goff probably won't be a top 5 quarterback, Herbert can be, and Goff is probably a top 10 quarterback. So having that at the prices that we got, with Rodgers as a chaperone on top is, I think, very strong. And I think we're going to be grading quarterback points throughout the season, and then into the playoffs. I think we're very live to have, spike weeks to get through pods.
All right. I just sent out, we did hit 30 likes. So I sent out 5 Fanspeak YouTube memberships. Joining the Fanspeak fam is Eagle Eye, Let me see. Eagle Eye, Robert Kahn, Jay Bass, Matt Montello, and M3 Gatron Johnston.
Megatron.
Oh, okay. Did not read that right at all. Apologize. But yes, thank you for watching. Enjoy your Fanspeak Fam month, again, of emojis, team reviews, which we're going to get to in a second. We do have a team contest, and so hopefully you'll want to stick with us. It's just $3.99 a month and 1 to 2 extra shows per week every Sunday. We still will be this Sunday night. Steve and I will be live. So, yeah. And any other thoughts on our team before we do our team reviews, Steve?
No.
Okay. I'm happy with it overall. I think you made the best point of, well, it's not all my favorite players and we didn't get all the stacks we want. I think structurally it made sense for the most part. I think I made a couple errors with not getting maybe the Sean Tucker and everything. But we stacked 2 out of 3 quarterbacks and I really like our quarterbacks. And I think I wanted to really like our quarterbacks and running backs. So let's look at the Fanspeak Fam. King of Kings, our guy Frank at the 2 spot, 3-5-7-3. He goes Caleb Williams, Tyler Shuck, Carson Beck. And then obviously his first 2, I like Carson Beck. Could be playing in the money weeks. Bijan Robinson, Quinshawn Junkins, Kenny Gainwell, Woody Marks, Emmett Johnson, and then Drake London, Devonta Smith, Marv Harrison, Chris Godwin, Trey Harris. That's right. He got both Trey Harris and Tesla, sharp drafter. And Dontavian Wicks, Colson Loveland, Travis Kelce, Jawan Johnson. So got some ADP value in places. Obviously, hold on one second. Rudy, please. I need to, after this, I need to get his leash. He's got Caleb and Loveland. He's got Tyler Shuck and help me out.
Johnson.
And Jawan Johnson. Thank you. And I definitely like your first 2, Rudy, please. Let me just bring him over here. Bijan, Quinshawn, the receivers are very strong. And then, that's a strong, so every room makes sense. We know that Frank's a smart, sharp drafter. What do you think of his team?
Yeah. And I think this is a case where, taking Carson Beck for extra insurance and you can get a little riskier in this because it is 4 of 12. So you don't necessarily need Beck to do much during the season. But if you push a team through to the playoffs and Beck's playing, then it becomes very, very intriguing. So, I really like the running back room. Gainwell's the 3rd, Woody Marks, and Emmett Johnson. I like the guys at the ADPs. He's gained them. Same at wide receiver, and honestly, same at tight end. So
yeah,
I think it's just there's not many holes. Like the biggest hole you could say is he doesn't have 3 clear starting quarterbacks, but this is the kind of contest where you're not as hurt by it as long as Caleb and Shuck stay healthy.
And Huckleberry says Bijan London, not that common, which is a good point. Okay, he's eating a card from the thing. So I'm going to go to the other team, let you try to hold on, let me see. Huckleberry. So Burrow, Darnold, JT, Chase Brown, Scatterbo, Keaton Mitchell, Tajay Spears, Sean Tucker, T. Higgins, Christian Watson, DK Metcalf, Josh Downs, Xavier Worthy, Rashid Shaheed, Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts, Hawkinson, Gesicki. You're going to have to memorize some because I have to wrestle a bear right now. So
okay. All right. I'll do my best. Okay, so while Meg's dealing with Rudy, and first let me say hi to Raitai. Good to see you. We just did a live Dalmatian, $101 Dalmatian. We had the 3 spot, and just reviewing teams right now. We will begin into another draft after this. Thank you, Huckleberry. Like you said, with the quarterbacks, you felt you only could go 2, and I agree. It's the same principle I was just saying with the King of Kings thing. I think you're a little bit more covered for that regard. And, it was Burrow, and I can't remember who the second quarterback was right now. But Burrow having a potential elite guy can carry you. I like what you did with the tight end room, Kyle Pitts, TJ Hawkinson, and then Gesicki stacked up. Okay, Darnold is like the perfect chaperone quarterback. Like this offense was, really good last year, but it didn't have to all fall on Darnold's shoulders. I think he could take on a bigger role this year. I like the receivers that you got, not just at the top end, but I'm a big fan of like Xavier Worthy, Rashid Shaheed, and I think every time you kind of went and got your guys, but just sticking at the tight ends, getting the Kyle Pitts fall, and then the TJ Hawkinson fall, and then just tacking on Mike Gesicki, I think is strong. I'm more bullish on Hawkinson than most. I think this offense can get back to being elite or near elite, and Hawkinson should be a beneficiary of that. And yeah, the receiver room, I thought just obviously started strong with Higgins and Watson, but we knew you took DK, Downs, Worthy, and Shaheed. I mean, that to me is a good 6 without taking one in the first couple of rounds. And you went heavy running back to start.
I love his team. I'll just blurt it out. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like everyone knows I'm not the biggest Keaton Mitchell fan, but you got him 15 picks past ADP.
Yeah.
Like that's where you take him, and in the 6 running back build. So yeah, I don't see any real holes. I see value across the board. I see clear roles. So just a lot of upside and potential in that running back room. Those top 3 can carry you. I mean, I think that could be 3 of the top 12 backs this year.
Oh, agreed. And that's why when we were partway through, I said, oh my God, I love Huckleberry's team. I love that he got the Burrow stack. I love his first 3 running backs, obviously. Very on record for not just Scatterbo, but I love JT Chase Brown Scatterbo. Like you said, then he hit receiver strong, and then still a very functional tight end room. I love his team. I absolutely love his team. The only thing I'll say about the whole, I believe he pointed out, you don't have to do 3 QBs. You don't. I think in the higher dollar, I just like kind of protecting my investment a little bit more, so to speak. But you're absolutely right. You don't, especially with the Burrow. And like you said, that's a great chaperone pick with Darnold. I do, just because, again, the drinking game of the Bulldog team, I had, Dak, Herbert, and Rodgers, and I just had Herbert and Rodgers as of week 8. And so then it just leaves with that whole you don't want to just be down to 1, basically. And then 3 options, and even in the playoffs, even though it's not a gauntlet and that kind of stuff. But Huckleberry, I freaking love your team. And that's why I honestly like that side of the board more, even though I so love getting Gibbs or Bijan or Chase. I love this side of the board. That's I feel like a kind of against the grain take maybe. But that's why is look at the combos he's getting. These are the combos I love. So love your team, Huckleberry. Absolutely love your team. Let's go to, I don't think Make the Money is in chat or a member. If he is, let me know. Let's check out Jim's team. He is a Fanspeak Fam YouTube member. They are cross streaming. Hopefully one of us, go to the, Dalmatian finals, win the Dalmatian, so we can look back and be like, on July 2nd, Meg her hair looked terrible. She didn't have her correct earrings in. She's sweating. She's yelling at her dog. So there'll be a lot of things to recap. You right, Steve?
Absolutely. I mean, there'll be some great Twitter clips.
Only hope in December that we can clip all this and be like, is she psychotic? No, she was chasing her bad dog around. But so sweet. And then Rudy will have training in August, and we won't even recognize this crazy Rudy. And, then it'll just, my hair, my makeup, my earrings, we can look back on all these fun, exciting things in December. Let's look at Jim's team. 3-5-7-3, Lawrence, Kyler Murray, Cam Ward. So all 3 solid quarterbacks there. And I know he's got, Murray and JJ, James Cook, Javonte Williams, Price, Rashad White, and Marshawn Lloyd. And then Jefferson, McConkey, Tate. So obviously Jefferson and Tate stacked up. Jaden Reed, Jalen Coker, Jerry Jeudy, Malik Washington, Dalton Kincaid, Brenton Strange, and AJ Barner. So very solid team. You've got 3 solid quarterbacks. 2 of them are stacked up. Again, we talked about
all of them are stacked.
Oh, thank you. You got Brenton Strange. Thank you. All 3 quarterbacks are stacked up. A very, very nice double anchor with Jadarian Price and Rashad White tacked on too. I like that. A very solid receiver room, in my opinion. I'm obsessed with Lad McConkey. And then a solid, every room feels strong to me. So we know that Neil and Jim know what they're doing. Shout out to their first show. They're on Flannelverse together, and I believe every Thursday. But shout out to them. Love both Jim and Neil. Strong team. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think Lawrence and Murray are a very, very strong combo. I've said this before. Kyler Murray in points per game has never finished below QB 12, including years that he's been injured. Now, he didn't necessarily play full seasons, but even last year, through 5 games, I believe he's quarterback 12. So he just offers a floor ceiling combo that few guys have, and I do think Kevin O'Connell can re-unlock what we've seen from Kyler in the past. And, Trevor Lawrence, boy, second half of the season, it's basically as good as it gets. I just think it's very exciting for what things come. And I actually think this is maybe the best way to stack that Trevor Lawrence is Brenton Strange. Don't worry about the receivers because it could be a different guy every single week. Just get the tight end at a value. Get the quarterback who's going to throw the 30-plus touchdowns to all the different guys.
Yeah. No, this is a really, really strong team. And I hope the Fanspeak fam is who makes it out of here because there was 4 of us, right? So I hope it is indeed the Fanspeak fam. And we can look back and laugh about me losing my mind in December. But this was fun. And again, shout out to Rai Tai. Good to see you. Thank you, Huckleberry, for helping Steve while I was putting Rudy on a leash. Good to see you disbanded. Rudy with the bark, no school's going to change me. Absolutely hysterical. Okay, now the question is, we did the big high stakes Dalmatian. We talked handcuff running backs because I'm writing an article. Again, good article coming back out on our Substack tomorrow from Steve, this weekend from me. And I guess maybe I should call it maybe more of a 1A, 1B, type running back article. But it is a running back article I'm really passionate about because I'm doing a lot of these running backs on the same teams a lot this year. And so I'm excited about that. And then our rankings will be updated by the morning as well. Lots of fun stuff. Link in the description for our Substack. Less than $30 a year covering best ball, DFS, Underdog Dailies, NFL Bets year round. We have rankings for every format. I used mine today on Drafters and I absolutely loved it. So be sure to check that out. Now the question is, Steve, what do we draft? Do we want to draft on Underdog like an eliminator, a BBM? Do we want to go to the drafter streets? I can put it to chat. What's your opinion? And then
my lean would be drafters, but
okay. So let's leave it to chat. So what to draft next? And I will give 2 Underdog options. And you said there's a super flex over there. I
haven't done it yet, but yeah, I saw it released today.
I know you don't like doing limbs, so I'll just do BBM and then I'll do drafters main or drafters superflex. How about that?
The thing is, if you give multiple options, then because you could have 60% vote for the 2 drafters, but it loses. You know what I mean?
I know, but I just want people to be happy with whatever. So not everybody loves Superflex, and okay. I'd like to.
Then I would also add another Underdog option.
What do you hate eliminators? So what do you want me to do? Let's just see what happens with this.
Okay. I'm just saying, like if we see both drafters have high percentages combined, like that, then clearly people want to do drafters.
Drafter Superflex, and not because I won't have to track that one. What is a drafter? It's hysterical. Huckleberry says BBM already here. Mike, put in the chat if you'd rather. And if there's Huckleberry obviously wants BBM. Mike wants drafters. Again, if you are passionate and you do want one or the other, put a choice in. It's not like we. Come on, babies here. We might just stay here because a couple of people do want to stay here, even though Mike wants drafters. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow I am having our dad, Papa Shoup, as the Friends of Basketball. 2:00. He's got some things to take care of in the morning, early afternoon. 2:00 Eastern. Our father, Papa Shoup, will be joined. Scott Disick, I love it. Good to see you. Okay, so BBM it is. Do you want to do it or do you want me to do it? I will totally leave it up to you. I'm fine doing it, but if you want me to do it,
you can do it.
Okay, I love democracy. So far, we've had 1 real vote and some sarcastic comments. I love democracy. I'm dying.
Sounds all right.
So good. Maybe I will do a drafters after the draft with Dad tomorrow, but Papa Shoup is joining me as my friend of basketball. Did not want to try to find anybody on the Friday Independence Day eve of our 250th birthday of our nation. So Papa Shoup tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay. let's get on over here. And this one I will count down. So I'm not rug pulling anybody. Last time we were just trying to get in and not have to wait. Was there any other votes? Okay, no. Okay, so I'm counting down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter. Plenty more. Plenty of room. Sorry, Mike. Sorry. So sorry.
We should really strive for a 12 of 12 draft.
That's just poor Mike. Okay. Stop. Hide. I will put this up. Our goals. Let me mention this as we're waiting. 2 goals this summer. Steve, I can't find my I don't know if Rudy eat it. I can't find my lip gloss either. I'm struggling.
Well, I hope you didn't eat it.
I hope he didn't eat it either. I can't find it, and I need it.
Okay.
I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
Great segue. I was listening and taking notes to all this stuff that Pete was talking about with BG. Shout out BBG week. Pete had BBG on After Dark, and just a lot of good like content tips. And I'm like literally taking notes, and I want to do this better. And I want to do this better. And then I come on this show and I'm a hot fucking mess.
Way to sell it.
Do you have any? And now I'm pouting because I can't find my freaking lip gloss. This is just a disaster. Hi, buddy. Okay, so 2 announcements to make. You have a chance for 2 12-hour streams from us, not to be combined with 1. Okay, we are starting in a minute, but I'll make this quick. 1, we reached 1250 YouTube sub goals. I forget what we're at, but I think we're at 1,111. So 12-hour stream. 2, 100 paid Substack subs. We have 44 paid subs, so we have 56 more to go there. We have a lot of free subs, but if we get 100 paid Substack subs, again, and that's how you get access to the best ball guide, 400 plus pages. That's how you get access to all of our rankings and year-round rankings, articles, everything year-around. For, again, not just best ball, DFS, Underdog Dailies, and NFL Bets. Link in the description. If we hit 100 paid Substack subs to celebrate a 12-hour stream. So my hope is we have 2 12-hour streams at the end of the summer, Steve. What are your thoughts?
Sounds good to me.
Don't go to bed yet. Coolers, that's a clip. I want to do this better. Do this better, and I'm a hot fucking mess. I'm actually crying, laughing. That does sound like the biggest Meg comment. Oh my God. Okay, draft has already started. So we've got Huckleberry at the 3. We've got
Texas Fox.
Okay, Texas
Fox. I can't
Yeah.
remember the
Okay, Texas.
YouTube.
Yeah, shout out in chat. Texas Fox, Buddy Man, and Kung San. Yeah, are definitely YouTube members, I believe, as well. I know Kung San is. Come on, baby. Look at us right next to each other. Well, this is our first. We're trying not to. How do I say this nicely? Not blow through everything to do and save some BBMs for later. But this is. Maybe it'll be is one of our first July BBM together.
Yeah.
And so we're at the 11, which is an area I really like because I love double tapping this whole freaking area.
Justin Jefferson.
Please, Steve, no, someone take Justin Jefferson. I'm on a hunt for this. Okay, so oh God, if either receiver falls, but I love Genty too. Oh God, Jefferson's still there. Shit. Can we please if Jefferson falls back, can we please take Genty? Please.
He's not going to fall back.
Please, can we please take Genty? Please.
All right. Oh God.
Whew, okay. Oh, son of a bitch. Is someone throwing this? It took Josh Allen. Oh, it's a no Badger. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Do they think it's super flex?
Let's go Justin Jefferson.
Well, first of all, this draft's probably going to get fucking thrown out. Who's Courtney Pink? I'm going to report you. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I thought you were come on, baby, but we appreciate you here nonetheless. What do we all need lip gloss to understand? Good to see you. Call me Misha. I tried joining your Dalmatian, ended in up in the one with PPR Tyler. Oh, that's weird. I thought they were ahead of us. So maybe they were. That's interesting. Yeah, I wonder if they were like right behind us since ours filled quick. I thought they were ahead of us because Cooler said they were looking for a 10, but I can't remember. Vegas Courtney knows how to party. Oh my God.
Oh man.
Make my hair's a mess. I need my lip gloss. I hope we go back to this in December because one of us Fanspeak fans in the Dalmatian finals.
And
okay, Mike said I had a. Go ahead.
Sorry, is call me Misha. You're Texas Fox 82.
Oh yeah, are you? Yeah, is that? I think you're right. Confirm though, if you don't mind. Vegas Courtney knows how to party. Okay, Mike said I had a draft start 4 quarterbacks and it wasn't canceled. Okay, call me Misha is Texas Fox. Thank you, appreciate that. All right. Well, we'll see what Courtney does next, but I hope it's not more quarterbacks or thinks it's a super flex. Maybe she just watched Gilbert Arenas drafts last year.
Yeah, possibly.
So Rudy's finally sleeping now. I just can't find the lip gloss, but one hurdle at a time. One hurdle at a time. That is hysterical. The Cooler's comment. Like I watch Pete's stream. I'm like, I'm just gonna be so put together. I'm gonna do, and I was like the exact opposite. I was not put together. I didn't have things done. I didn't have Rudy taken care of. I'm gonna be better. This is my vow to you. I'm gonna be better. Vegas Meg's gonna be better. All right. All right. So we'll be back up at the 35 and 38, anxiously awaiting what Courtney does. Just cue some of my faves here. I mean, if Malik Neighbors falls to 38, that should be a consideration too. But let's just see what old Court does here.
Yeah, not feeling great. I saw Huheem's comment.
Yeah, let's give pick prediction. Oh God, if it's Mark Andrews, we're toast. Acceptable number of drafts to document. We are cool for the night Shoups, but that all 12 draft dream, we will have war.
Let's see what Mike does here. He takes Breece Hall.
What's going on? Fitness, Fantasy Fitness, who was on with. Okay, so can we just take Scatabo?
Let's take Ladd.
All right.
You have Ladd ranked higher.
I know. Oh shit.
Yeah, this ain't looking good.
Damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can someone explain this to me? When these people who are trying to throw it.
No,
okay.
Josh Jacobs. How about that?
All right. Well, if these people are trying to throw it, like, why wouldn't you be? I mean, I guess that's a little less obvious. But like the ones that throw it and like literally pull up like undrafted guys, it's like, first of all, I don't. Yeah, never mind. This is a stupid conversation. I was going to say like they basically go in with like the same 2 or 3 people to try to give them EV.
I mean, that'd be the way to do it. Yeah.
Gotcha. I don't get it. Yeah. I mean, it seems so stupid and just you ruin people's time. And Courtney, you're dead to us if you take out this draft because I like the start. Other than Steve making me take Jefferson, but he went at pick 14. So thank you. Yeah. Megatron Johnson. Thank you. Gifted membership using the Scattaboo emoji. I totally said it wrong earlier. But you are welcome. You are going to enjoy it with the emojis, team reviews, team contest, and of course, extra shows a week on Sunday nights. We will be up this Sunday too. Yeah, Mike, we are tracking towards 1,000. We are predicting 1,000 drafts to document, and Mike Robb is doing it all and just absolutely the GOAT for doing all that. But I know Mike's rooting for us to hit our goals, but I think we'll come up with other stuff during 12-hour streams, Mike. So it wouldn't be all drafts. But yes, Fantasy Fitness was on with Andrew a couple weeks ago. Good to see you. GAB, good to see you. Another streamer. Check him out. Absolutely. When the streets are quiet, it's time to make some noise. Smash the like. Good reminder. Thank you very much, GAB. Closely following what the Cardinals do at QB since full tank is clearly in their wheelhouse. Yeah, that is absolutely agree. Okay, so we'll be back up at 59 and 62. What does Courtney do? Courtney Pink, please don't mess this up because I like this. Okay, so at 59, so we're 022. What stacks do we?
So one thing we do.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, like, that's the only tough thing on this side of the board. Like, well, I guess you could get Herbert back, but maybe not. Anyways, go ahead. What do you want to?
Well, yeah, I was going to say it's going to make quarterback interesting. We're hoping that Courtney's stopping at 3, but her taking the top 3.
Yeah,
the top 3 guys really changes the dynamic for the rest of this draft.
That's why I was going to say at 62. Did you want to just pull the trigger on Herbert? Okay.
No.
All right. Well, what do you want to do? I have it sorted by ADP. I like Christian Watson or Brian Thomas.
I think Brian Thomas is where I'd go.
That's what I was hoping you'd say. I do think we'll see what she does, but I do think her taking okay, maybe she's back on track here. Okay, so you don't want to pull up Herbert. Do you want Christian Watson? I don't like taking Price here.
I think Watson's a good pick here.
We just opened up 2 other stacks too. So that's kind of nice. So you know me, I'm team Adam Levitan. I like the star method. I love his debates with Pete about the star method versus not star method. I'm a star method girl. So we have stacks potentially with Herbert, with Lawrence, with Kyler and Goff. No, Kyler
Jordan
and Love. Thank you. When has the star method failed me? Do you want to see? So we'll be coming back. Let's just think this through now that our hope is that Courtney doesn't get this toss. 83 and 86. So I would be open to double tapping quarterback there. I would be open to obviously Rico Dowdle, Tony Pollard, if one of them were in that.
I think we're only going to take one of Herbert or Lawrence.
Yeah. It would only be those 2. I mean, I would consider double tagging, but if Rico or Tony Pollard were there, I'd take them too. So I would do one of them and then one running back. Yeah.
And
Steve, do you love my goat horns? I think it's so pretty now that I stop and notice it every now and then. And it was the Christmas Day extra point. Remember when we were rooting against each other?
Well, I do remember that. That was
Steve
so nice.
had Courtney Sutton in a Pomeranian finals. I don't know, some smaller finals, no offense. I mean, I was really rooting for your Superflex finals, which did finish like 15th place. But, and I was like, Steve, it's so top heavy. Come on, let me have this. But you were rooting for Courtney Sutton, was still like 13 games left to go or 12 games left to go, whatever it was. And I just simply needed Courtney Sutton to not score a touchdown. And we were anti-sweating each other. How did you feel about that?
Well, I mean, it obviously worked out well for you. Didn't work out well for me.
So Courtney Sutton did not score. I got the goat horns. I won the Christmas Day extra point, and it was very exciting. I loved just seeing the goat horns. But what makes me sad is we were anti-sweating against each other. And that's the only bummer that's why I do love in-season NFL betting, like rooting on stuff together, because that is the only bummer about best ball. Like, it's like the year before you had 16 finals and I had the Bulldog and the Marathon. And it's like, you almost do like have like you're really threading a needle with stuff, you know? Because remember, I had JMO in the Bulldog, but you had Monra. It's wild stuff. But we love best ball. We had an anti-sweat on Christmas night together. It was nuts. Let me catch up with chat. come on, baby. I had one year where they drafted like this and didn't get canceled. Put on auto and went to bed. Maybe they did have quarterbacks drafted or
that's not what he's saying. He's
What
saying
is
he
he
put it on auto. He stopped the draft because he thought the draft was going to get thrown out, but it actually played.
Yeah. I love that Steve has to translate messages to me. Like I'm like this incredible boomer loser. Okay. Oh shit! They both got taken. Damn it!
All right.
I want Rico. I need a third running back.
Yeah, Rico makes all the sense in the world.
You know what we could do? I don't have much Kraft in my life. We could do Rico and Kraft and hope Love falls back.
Yeah, and then I like that.
That's gonna be a real late build, though. I mean, we're gonna have to then hope because she did fuck it up with going. Oh my God, she took a fourth. Should we just take
just keep making picks. We
could get boxed out of quarterback.
Trust me, Aaron Rodgers will still be there.
You're not going to let me take him high enough. Fine.
Oh God.
Okay, Steve translated.
Ideally, we get Kyler, and then we get Love.
What is going on, Colin? Yosh coming from the Toxic Tower members only stream. They did Dalmatian. We did one Dalmatian. I guess we got in a separate room from the Toxic Tower guys. We were in a room with the Flannelverse guys. We did it on Dalmatian. Talked about that. Now we are in a BBM. But good to see you, Purple Yosh. Good to see you, Cullen. Appreciate you. Go easy, Charles. Choose one, Meg. I can either draft Scatterboo or a Rodgers stack in the morning. Ooh, it's like Sophie's choice. I can only have one. I want both equally. I mean, since it's with Chad Candles, Scatterboo, you got to give the man what he likes. You know what I mean? Or because he already has a ton of Scatterboo, do we reverse it? And does Chad have enough Steelers stacks? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the question.
But check out Chad Candles in the morning. He was on Jeopardy. Check out that. Jeopardy was Chad Candles versus Tom Strachan. It was funny. It took a while for them to get going, but it was very entertaining yesterday during the day. Tom is moving on. Charles is on with Chad Candles, our favorite morning drafter tomorrow. I'll say Scatterboo because he loves Scatterboo. Went to Arizona State. So, but if you can try to get the Rodgers stack too, I'd say go for it. Just had the quarterbacks too high. Yeah, but if she was autoing and she took him at 12 and 13, it's not like you can accidentally have your super flex picks in, right?
No.
Yeah.
Just,
Not sure the Levitan debates are debates. He just yells at feet. Those are funny about the star method, though. Female version of gritty. That's hysterical. Yeah, I mean, that's not a problem to keep taking Burrow for sure. I remember calling you out on it. I'm not sure you're aware at the time. Wait, what did Hames call me out on?
I don't know.
Hames? I don't remember. What did you call me out? There's so much you could potentially call me out for. But, okay, we'll get back to chat in a minute. 107, 110. We got to take at least one quarter. We're taking Love because
we take Kyler. We have Jefferson. Meg, we can get both of these guys.
We have two Packers. If my rankings say,
okay.
We have two Packers. It makes more sense if Kyler's a running quarterback. Please.
Okay, let's take Love and pray to God that.
Oh God! I hope Kyler, who's probably going to be benched, comes back. Please.
He's not going to get.
I'd rather take Mayfield. I would literally rather take Mayfield and backstack than Kyler.
That is insane.
I don't care. I feel how I feel. Why are the other people not taking quarterbacks? Look at all these quarterbacks. Shit.
We're taking Kyler for
Kyler. Oh God.
Meg. Kyler's one of the best values out there.
He plays that Call of Duty game or whatever.
No, you sound like the ultimate boomer.
Yes, he does.
I know that, but you're like that Call of Duty game or whatever.
Well, I just know that he plays it and he doesn't focus enough on studying, and I don't know that that's going to go over well with Kevin O'Connell. Or Justin Jefferson, poor thing.
Oh my God.
Stuck with
I
these
need to
shitty
start
quarterbacks.
having bourbon for all these drafts.
You should. You should. I agree. Okay, I can't remember what you called me out on. I'd love to hear. Cooler says, I love the way Meg tells stories. Steve, do you remember the day we rooted against each other when you were in the small final? Really setting a touch.
And you lost.
And you lost, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, but who was your biggest fan during the Superflex finals? This girl.
Okay.
Was I not? I've seen your ranks, Meg. All you can do is anti-sweat, Steve. You don't like my ranks, Charles? What's that? Quick take it, Rodgers at 86. You never know. No, Chad is great. When did they get going? That's funny. Oh, for the horns. Okay.
Oh, we called it, the horns or something.
Yes. Thank you. Didn't realize I was jumping into a pool full of sharks when I signed up for the Dalmatian, but fun drafting against y'all when streaming. Yes, absolutely fun drafting against you guys as well. I said, hopefully the Fanspeak fam all moves on and we can look back in December and chat about that draft. It was fun drafting against you, Jim. And we loved your team. We really did like it. Yeah. How many quarterbacks do they have now? 4, 2, 3, 1. Oh, I like this team outside of Steve's Viking picks. I hope it doesn't get canceled.
Yeah.
Why do you hate short people, Meg? I know. I do feel like that, and like the really tiny guys. Though, like I said, I thought of another little receiver I really like. Okay. We know I love Travis Hunter. There's another receiver I like. I was like, oh, he's tiny too. I really do like some little receivers. Yeah, he plays that Call of Duty game. I'm dead. That's like calling it Pokemon.
Yeah.
I love my inner boomer out, the stream's comedy. Well, I'm glad. I am very glad to hear that.
Oh my God.
This one isn't going to get scrapped. Land the plane. Thank you. Needed a pep talk for Itai. Appreciate you, Itai. Okay. What do you want
to do here?
Oh shit. I was hoping. Okay. So 2, 3, 4, 1. We're pretty balanced at all positions. So I feel like we're in a good spot. Obviously, I have a lot of tight ends ranked this high, but we do have Kraft. We could have take a second here and be done. I like all these really. Okay, Ferguson goes. Nice pick by Kung San.
I think I'd go Goddard or Likely and potentially do that. Just take 2.
I try and see any playoff correletion. Are you fine with Likely since we have
Let's just go Likely. Let's just go Likely. Yeah,
all right, then I think we can be done. So is this the yucky running back area? Unless you wanted to handcuff Scatterbo, this is the yucky running back area. I mean, I like all these receivers. Can I take Travis Hunter in this one? I only have 32%.
No, take
oh shit, I have a lot of week 7 buys. We have a lot of week 7 buys. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
I mean, I said take Rashid Shaheed. I don't know how that didn't get.
Oh, whoops. I don't know how that happened. I do not know how that happened. Man. Is that why some of the chat wants you to control the sticks?
I wonder.
Well, Steve, there's only so many drafts we can do, and I'm just not going to take shitty picks. Listen, I love Rashid Shaheed, but are you just worried? Like, I just feel like he didn't show enough last year. Do you feel like this year? I'm a little worried about Seattle without Kubiak. Are you worried about that?
Actually, I think they're going to throw the ball more. I think the defense.
What are your thoughts on petite men? I mean, I'm a little nervous drafting them, but I do love some. So glad I have a beer.
I wish I did, Charles. I made a huge mistake.
Good to see you, Emo. I hope we almost got in your Dalmatian. We either got right in before or right after you.
I think we were before.
Yeah, we were not sure which one, but we were in with Flannelverse. Hopefully you guys had an awesome Dalmatian draft with the wonderful Al Boogie. But good to see you in here. Tech issues are wild. Yeah, tech issue. That was a tech issue on that one. No, are you a little bit worried about Kubiak? Because you're writing coaching changes articles now, and you're doing NFC. Would it give the people a preview?
I mean, I think Seattle's middle of the pack. Like, obviously, it's tough to be as good as the offense was as a whole last year. I think the passing game, though, could be better. I mean, you lose Kenneth Walker and you lose Charbonnet for the majority of the year. Jadarian Price has big shoes to fill. Also, the defense probably got way worse, losing 3 members of secondary, a pass rusher. Again, not that it's going to be, a bottom 10 defense in the league, but if they're no longer that shutdown defense, their ability to get into shootouts, which they did have a couple times. Remember early in the year, that Bucs Seattle game was an ultimate shootout, and both Mbuka and GSN went nuts for that reason. And I think we just could see more of that. She came in mid-year. I think it shows, like, even knowing the offense, it's tough to come in mid-year. Yeah. But he is the perfect type of receiver to pair with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is one of the best deep ball throwers in the league the last couple of years. And I just think he's
really good off play action too. Yeah,
exactly. It's such a spike week play, like he's such a
I know.
underdog.
I do need to take him more. Did he go?
Yes, he went 2 picks at Buddy.
Huckleberry says, I never want Steve on the sticks. This is too funny. Hey, let's get past none of this, or hey, let's get past
the
past.
Clock.
Oops.
We're on the clock. Okay, come on.
Okay.
Hunter Henry. No, we don't need tight end. Never mind. No, we don't need tight end.
Okay, then we're gonna just take Aaron Rodgers. I don't know.
Okay.
We have Rico Dowdle.
Such a bad pick.
We'll take Jeremy next time. What about Ryan Flournoy? Running back. Ugh.
I think we should take Jawan Jennings.
No, for the love of God, Steve. This is why I worry about your. I'm not taking Jawan Jennings.
Then take Flournoy. Take Flournoy. Do not get Jaron Bernard 40 picks ahead of.
Why would I take the third receiver for the Vikings with a running quarterback instead of the third receiver for the Dallas? Like, this is why I'm worried about you. Seriously. And thank God we got Aaron Rodgers, so I feel good.
This is unreal.
Wait, how could I not read this? Hey, let's leave the past in the past. None of this. Let Steve control it. I think if Coolers just wants you to control the sticks.
No.
Scattaboo may be 5'9", but he's a girthy 5'9". He's thick. He's thick, and that's what's important. Yeah, probably doesn't have the same run. I'll Venmo you $25 if you push Rodgers through Courtney Pink picks. I can't risk it. I cannot risk getting past Courtney. Courtney is at a 4.442 now. Nice. I'm not 4 yet. Pep talk are not working. Steve, I really don't like the Jennings pick. I'm just going to say it. I mean, I think maybe he was a function of Kyle Shanahan offense. I don't think like him going to Vikings. I mean, he may provide a couple spike weeks, but I'd much rather have the third receiver in Dallas. Like, come on, you have got to like the third receiver in Dallas over the third receiver in Minnesota.
I think there's some value to that.
Oh wait, did Come On Baby take him?
Yes.
I love that he acted like it was like a smart move for us.
No, he's like, thank God. I was like, please don't take Jawan.
Charles, yes. Great pick for the Eliminator. They play the Falcons week 1. Steelers, that is, since I'm a Steelers fan now.
Yeah. No, I mean,
bad to find.
Could I see Flournoy outscore Jawan Jennings? Yes, but I think there's more fragility with Jordan Addison than people give it credit for. Like, we're talking, there's an elite receiver, Lamb versus Jefferson, and then the number 2 is Pickens versus Addison. Like, Pickens is way better than Addison. So, like, you're then talking about the number 3, and I just think Jennings can take on a potentially bigger role. Like, do I think he's a great – I think he goes around where he should go.
Yeah. I love saying girthy. What can I say? He's thicker. Steve deserves. Okay, this isn't the Scott Dissler. This is another Scott. Scott, great to see you. Steve deserves a Nobel Peace Prize and a shout out to the Hair Club for Men because I would have already pulled by now. Oh my God. I don't feel like that's a compliment for me, but I am laughing. I am laughing. This is hysterical. James, I appreciate you. Smash that like button. A good reminder to all. Please smash that like button. Thank you for joining us. We did a Dalmatian. We talked handcuff running backs, one of my favorite topics. I'll be writing about that this weekend. Then we did a Dalmatian. We were in with Flannelverse, Neil and Jim. And now we're doing a BBM 7. What do you want, Steve? Oh, look at it staring us right in the face. Boom.
Okay. Well, I think we need running back since we only have 3.
Oh, yeah, that's my bad. Oh, no. We don't see. I had to get Jeremy because we can't take another tight end. Okay. All right. Lock in, Meg. Okay. 3-3-7-2. So, yeah, let's just fire on 3. You Tucker first?
Yes.
Okay. Let's have a fun exercise. So we have Genty, Scatabo, Rico, Tucker. Technically, you could do 5 because our first 3 are awesome. But I don't know. Or if you want to do just one more and do a third tight end in this build, we could, just in case protect for injury. Or we could do, because they all are different bye weeks. If we get a different, like we did go 3 strong ones. Well, we did a double anchor, then we tacked on a very strong one, in my opinion, at pick 83. But because we waited, I don't mind doing 6 running backs because, again, I like to be the strongest on underdog, half-point PPR, touchdown hunting in quarterback and running back. So I would say we're very good at receiver. Tell me if you agree. Jefferson, McConkey, BTJ, Christian Watson, Jalen McMillan, Ryan Flournoy, Jeremy Bernard. I'm fine. If you want to tack a third tight end to be balanced, that's fine. Or if you want to tack a third 6 running back, that's fine. I would go either of those ways. Which would you go? And let's have some queuing fun.
I think a 6 running back is the better outcome.
Okay. I'm starting to take more Ollie because of you, only up to 4%, but let's see, do any of these. Okay. So as you can see, best ball overlays, shout out, code Fanspeak for 25% off. As you can see, helps manage the exposures. See the percent, see the dollar amount, see the stack team correlation, see the playoff correlation. So I can see Braylon Allen plays Minnesota week 17, obviously with your quarterbacks stacks. Washington plays Minnesota week 16. Ollie Gordon plays Green Bay week 15. So those are, if we're going 2 more running backs, anybody else you want to queue?
Could you sort by ADP?
Of course. Anything for my brother.
Just a running. No, just
if Pat Fryermuth comes to 200, we're just doing it. Okay. So what else do you like here? I mean, I like Justin Hill. I know Damon Claiborne. I don't take him. I have 1%. And I think it was like a stream draft. Do you like him?
No.
Yeah. Obviously, I have him ranked 243. Why do people like him?
They think he's got a pass catching role that I just don't believe is going to be there. I mean, maybe 2-3 years from now, he gets a little, he improves his hands, he improves his route running.
Part of me wants Corey Pink to come out of this pod. God, I hope not.
I mean, he's going to dominate quarterback points, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay, Steve, if Pat Fryermuth falls to 203, I can't. No. I can't.
Meg.
Okay, how about if he falls to 206? It's a sign from God.
No, it's not.
Okay, let's take Katron Allen or Braylon Allen.
Let's take Katron Allen.
Okay. Our guy Kung San's on the clock. And then Steve, come on. I mean, that is just bananas if he falls. Who is letting him? This is Kung San. Thank good God. Pick. Shout out. No, it's not. Thank God. I would have happily taken him. Okay, Katron Allen. It's a great pick. Good pick by Kung San. Okay, Braylon Allen, Ollie Gordon, James Conner, Justice Hill, Kamani Vidal, go. Oh, wait, let me just pick bye weeks. 10, 8, 9, 10. Just let's not do a second 10, which they're not. So your choice.
Braylon Allen. I think,
over Ollie Gordon. I know you like Ollie.
Yeah, I think they're roughly the same guy.
Yeah. All right, let me catch up with chat, and then we'll do team reviews, and then we'll head on out. Again, I will be back 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow with our dad. Papa Shoup is my friend of best ball. Why are you shaking your head? The potential tech difficulties that could happen between our dad, who's 73, and me. What is that? Is that what you're judging?
It's not going to go well.
It's going to be great though, and it's going to be amazing. And you better be in chat. Right.
Okay. I'm going to need an early drink tomorrow.
I wait way too long sometimes when I'm on the clock. That is a little hole in my game that I need to work on as well. Had to get Jeremy because we can't take a tight end. I had to get the stack. We do have Rico and Jeremy, and then Come On Baby was able to get Pat Fry, which is a great pick. Do you like Ollie more than Wright? I do. You?
Yeah, I think there's just a greater chance that he can have a standalone role, goal line role. He looked pretty good last year in some opportunities, and Wright was okay in his limited work as well. But I think Wright is more contingent value. But I think, and if something were to happen to Devon Achane, I think it just comes to split backfield between Wright and Gordon. But I think Gordon can give you some usable weeks just by hitting touchdown a couple times, and those kind of backs could always get 2 touchdowns. Not that I expect me to have a lot of high-scoring games, though.
Come on, Baby said, "I'll save you, Steve."
Thank you.
I mean, listen, that is lucky. That's a great pick for Kung San. Absolutely amazing pick. And I'm bummed we didn't get it, but I'm good for Kung San for getting it and sniping or scooping up that value. First half of the draft. I think so too. I hope you don't think it's going to get canceled, do you?
No, I think it's got a real chance of being fine.
Charles says those goat horns look good. Thank you. You earned it going up against more than 23 other lineups. Yeah, the extra point is like 1,100 people. I think I was first to have like 1,100 something. It's like one of those, I think, single entry, like 1,100. But I do think it looks pretty good too, Charles. And Charles, good luck tomorrow with Chad Candles in the morning. Can't say I'm going to watch. Not much of a early morning gal, but I'll watch later. Because I love Chad Candles and I love you, and I'll watch after. Not live though. Both Ollie and Braylon are girthy. Exactly. They're girthy. That is exactly true. We got Ja Shambo in here. What's up? Are you doing another draft after this? Unfortunately, no. I will be back though tomorrow at 2 doing a BBM with our dad. And then possibly more. Maybe I might jump into the drafters streets after that. But good to see you. Anybody new, be sure to hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the Fanspeak Network. We have best ball drafts shows every single weekday, and we're doing kind of more like one show a day, but longer shows. As you can see, we started 2 hours ago. So every single weekday, we have best ball content for you here on the Fanspeak Network, and Fanspeak Fan YouTube member shows on Sundays. You can click the join button, $3.99 for that. And of course, our Substack rankings, articles, year-round content, link in the description for less than $30 a year. Appreciate anybody new coming out. But we will do more drafts tomorrow. Did a Dalmatian and did a BBM. Spent lots of money, but I think we drafted 2 good teams. So we'll do team reviews after this. Yeah, we'll check out Team 12's team. I looked away for 10 minutes. How did this QB run happen? Yeah, it was the 12 spot going ham with QBs. We would think they thought they were in a super flex or set auto ranks that were wild. But as long as it doesn't get canceled, we're happy. I hate when that happens. As long as it doesn't get canceled, we're happy. Let's do some team reviews. Fun draft. I already missed Courtney. Okay, so who are the Fanspeak fam members? Could you help me out with that one? Let me see.
Could you go to the board? I think it might just be Huckleberry and Buddy Man.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so let's do those. But we, of course, appreciate Texas and Come On Baby or Kung San for joining us in the draft. And anybody can come become a YouTube member anytime for $3.99 a month for team reviews, emojis, extra 1 to 2 extra shows per week, and other fun features. So yes, let me do a quick scroll for Mike Robb, and then we will do the team reviews for our team. So we spent $126 today, Steve, but I think we drafted pretty damn well together and worked as a team. This one from the 11 spot, which I love, I talk about it endlessly. 3 at the back of the half of the board. I like it a lot. 11 spot, 3, 6, 7, 2. We go Jordan Love, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers had to deal with the little quarterback run, which we'll talk about the 12 spot after this. All stacked up. Genty, Scatabo, Rico Dowdle, Sean Tucker, Katron Allen, Braylon Allen. Justin Jefferson, Ladd McConkey, Brian Thomas Jr., Christian Watson, Jalen McMillan, Ryan Flournoy, Jeremy Bernard, Tucker Kraft, and Isaiah Likely. Obviously, with Kraft Likely, think it was fine to go 2 tight ends. Could have gone 8 receivers, but I really felt like we had 4 solid ones by 62.
Yeah.
And then tacked on, I think, 3 really solid wide receiver 3s. So I really liked the build. We stacked up all of our quarterbacks. And every room feels really strong to me. So we have Love stacked with Kraft, Kyler Murray stacked with JJ. Kraft and Watson with Love, Kyler Murray stacked with JJ, and Aaron Rodgers stacked with Daddle and Jeremy Bernard. So I'm a big fan of this one. Steve, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, the taking Aaron Rodgers 2 rounds early is a little bit much, but maybe more like 4 rounds early.
No, it was like in the 150s. Give me a break. I wasn't going to just take a shitty
I know,
pick.
but sometimes he goes in the 190s. Like we've
No,
seen.
but a lot of times he doesn't. And then that's when you get stuck with like the Genos or the who's another shitty quarterback that's not going to play the whole year. Jacoby Brissett's. And I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. So I'm going to have, what percentage am I staring at? 51%. I've spent $890 American dollars on Aaron Rodgers, and I love it. I am so hoping it's like I'm not saying there's not a way. I mean, I just pray he stays healthy, right? And I hope it's like the true Last Dance, like the Michael Jordan story, and it's just going to be freaking a movie, and that's my hope. No, I love the reunion with Mike McCarthy. If you're new to this, if you're not new to this, I'm sorry you're hearing it again. I love the reunion with Mike McCarthy and a lot more weapons. I think he's going to have. I think we could see major touchdown regression. He already has great touchdown rate year after year after year. I think it could spike even higher this year. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Love, Murray. I think Kyler has a big upside. I think Love can be a pretty back half. QB1, and then Aaron Rodgers, again, the insurance play. Running backs, double anchor, but then Dowdle, and then 3 running backs that have like real touchdown upside. Jefferson, McConkey, each one could have 140, 150 targets, if not more, particularly in Jefferson's case. Brian Thomas, we hope he gets back to what he can be, but even if Thomas is kind of in between his rookie year and last year, that can pay off his ADP. And same with Christian Watson. Like he made some real strides last year. Hopefully he can still do that. It's a much more condensed room. And then, like you said, 3 wide receiver 3s. And then, Kraft likely. Kraft was having such a great year before he got injured. Hopefully he can fully come back. And now likely no longer in Mark Andrews' shadow. Goes to the Giants. And he could be, kind of the number 1 target for at least the first half of the year while Neighbors kind of gets up to speed.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Let's see how we will get to the YouTube reviews, or excuse me, Fanspeak fan reviews in a minute. We got to see what Courtney did. 4464, Allen, Lamar, May, Dart. Okay. And outside of Allen, Lamar, and May, Dart was close to the ADP. Jacobs, Judkins, Jonah Coleman, Mike Washington. But they're near ADP, so that's good. Tate, Coker, really. No.
I mean, Mike Washington 20 picks ahead of ADP, or almost 50 picks ahead of ADP. Jonah Coleman 20 picks ahead of ADP. First 2 were fine, but
Tate, Coker, Golden, Omar Cooper, Ayuk, Torrey Horton, Fan, and Sadiq Barner staff. Just tell me, do you think it doesn't get canceled or no?
I don't think it does, because there's nothing like crazy. Like probably Mike Washington is the craziest one, but
I mean, taking those 3 quarterbacks in the first 3 rounds is crazy. But I mean that's what what's his face, the
Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, it's the Gilbert Arenas draft. So hopefully it's just the Gilbert Arenas type thing and doesn't get canceled. It's a shitty team, but hopefully it doesn't get canceled. Okay, let's go to the Fanspeak fam. Huckleberry 2772. So Burrow, Mahomes, very solid, obviously, with big dog Derrick Henry, Mondre Stevenson, Jonathan Brooks, Woody Marks, Tyler Algier, Jaden Blue, Taj Brooks, who we took last year. We're very hopeful didn't quite come through, but be done with P. Ryan. Let's get some Taj Brooks action. Jamar Chase, Rashee Rice. So first 2 are stacked with his 2 quarterbacks. Mike Evans, Ricky Pearsall, love that. Travis Hunter, Tesla, Jerry Jeudy, Colson Loveland, and Travis Kelce. So structurally makes a ton of sense, even though I like 3 quarterbacks. I mean, you can definitely go 2 with these 2, and then you stack them both very nicely. Definitely go 2 tight ends. So he's able to throw more volume, both running back and receiver. Very solid team, very correlated. Makes a ton of sense. What are your thoughts on Huckleberry's team?
Yeah, big time stacks for both Cincy and Kansas City, and those are 2 potentially fun offenses to stack up.
I hope not. My God, could you imagine? Could you imagine the meta strategies next year if this is what wins? Holy shit! But yes, I hope you're right that it won't get canceled. It's bad, but not get canceled. I agree. Go ahead.
Derrick Henry like anchor, but then Ramondre, Jonathan Brooks, Woody Marks, you just need those guys, to just get a little bit of more of a role. And then I do think, we always kind of talk about like, where is the flex coming from? Sometimes it might be a tight end with those 2 tight ends, but you have 2 San Francisco receivers and 2 high volume receivers ahead of them. So that right there can carry your at least 3 spots. Sometimes both San Francisco receivers will play, and then you spike week potential in guys like Hunter and a few others. So, I think it's built very well, very high upside team. Health is like the biggest risk, but when you're drafting volume, it's like, okay, like this team, if it's not healthy, it's not going to win, because both quarterbacks have major injury concerns. But if they're healthy, that's a fantastic team.
Yeah, no, 2 solid teams from Huckleberry tonight. So Texas is Misha in the right, or who's the other Fanspeak fam? Steve, I'm sorry.
No,
Buddy Man. Okay, but we appreciate call me Misha and come on, baby, drafting with us, Buddy Man. 3582, our other Fanspeak fam YouTube member, Caleb Williams, Justin Herbert, Geno Smith, Marion Hampton, Breece Hall, Kyron Williams, Kyle Monangai, Kamani Vidal. So very strong running back room, very strong quarterback room, especially the first 2 quarterbacks there. Amon-Ra, Roma Dunze, Michael Pittman, Romeo Doubs, Steph Diggs, Rashid Shaheed, Trey Harris, Adonai Mitchell, Arande Gatson, and Terrence Ferguson. So a little thin at tight end, but everything else, it feels very strong. Stacked Caleb with Rome, and stacked Herbie with Trey Harris and Arande Gadsden.
Both running backs like Hampton.
Oh, thank you. Great point.
Monangai also, and then even Breece Hall with Geno.
Shout out to our Substack, of course, link in the description. I just wrote about that this week. Quarterback running back pairs. Talked about on a show I did appearance last night. You and I have talked about before on here, doing the exercises, showing the data that Mike pulled from BBM last year of quarterback and running back pairs that can have very high advance rates. And I love stacking quarterback from multiple positions and including the running back. So love that he stacked both Caleb and Herbert with the running backs respectively, and Hampton and Monangai. I think that's strong. It's very strong.
And Geno and Hall as well.
And Geno and Hall as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Yeah. And then strong receiver room. This room's a little weaker, but hey, if any room's going to be weak, let it be the tight end room. Again, I'll always take 3 quarterbacks over 3 tight ends. I think this is a fun team for Buddy Man. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the only concern. I don't think it's going to affect him much gain out of being 2. I'd say 2 of 12. I think it's 2 of 11 with I don't think it hurts you that much. I do think in the bigger pods, having more fragile tight end points, like sure, if one of those guys goes off for 20, you're gold. But if they both go off for 5 or less, you could be in real trouble. That'd be the only concern, and just having a little extra piece there. But I get it. Like his last couple wide receiver picks were stacks with Mitchell and Harris. So I mean, I get it's not like you can poke holes in any of the other picks. It's just having that third tight end, I think, would be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. She's projected for 3166 points for the year. That's funny. Come on, baby. All right. This has been fun, Steve. We talked running back handcuffs, which I am writing about this weekend. We did a Dalmatian together. Probably going to be our highest stakes one of the year, but we'll do other ones when they hopefully bring out the boxer, which Rudy finally settled down, and, Husky and Chow Chow and all that. But we did one Dalmatian together. That was a lot of fun. Was in with the Flannelverse streams, kind of cross streaming with Jim and Neil. Love that. And then Gore's team reviews BBM, team reviews. Fun night. I'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, with our dad. Papa Shoup is joining me for Friends of Best Ball. He's my friend of best ball tomorrow and every day. But final thoughts for the people, Steve.
Yeah, no, this was a lot of fun. We had 2 interesting drafts. I'll say that. I think my hair went grayer, but it was a good night.
Yeah, people had fun. I had fun. Well, the first draft, I was frazzled. Again, I'm committing to you guys. I'm going to be more prepared, so I'm not coming in so frazzled. That was on me, hand up. I love how I was watching Pete's stream about, all these great ideas, and then I come in like with my hair on fire. So, but I always have fun in these drafts on Sibling Showdown nights, and I think it was another fun night, another couple fun drafts. And good productive talks too, which always just helps the process. Again, rankings will be up tonight / tomorrow morning. Steve's article up tomorrow, my article tomorrow, or excuse me, this weekend. Again, link in the description for our Substack. Check it out. If you hate it, ask for a refund, as long as it's not like weeks or months after. But I don't think you'll hate it. So this was super fun. You both did great. Thank you, Coolers. Appreciate you. No, it is a good way to end the week. I appreciate that. Thank you for the review. Absolutely. Team is hopefully for the Ferguson breakout, which absolutely could happen, and especially in that offense. So appreciate you, Mike. But appreciate each and every one of you. Everybody have a safe and happy July 4th weekend. But again, I will be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. So for Steve, for Rudy, I'm Meg. We will see you next time. If you're serious about crushing best ball in 2026, the Fanspeak Best Ball Guide is built for you. Inside, you'll find breakdowns for all 32 NFL teams, including coaching notes, strengths, weaknesses, and key stats to help you understand every offense heading into draft season. We've also created player profiles for every draftable best ball player, featuring advanced metrics, MVP stats, production data, and exclusive spike week charts that highlight league-winning performances. Looking for rookie analysis? Steve, our rookie guru, breaks down this year's incoming rookie class so you know which rookies to prioritize. And whether you're playing season-long, eliminator, or superflex best ball formats, you'll get strategy articles designed specifically for each contest type. The goal is simple. Put all the information you need in one place so you can draft with confidence all season long. The 2026 Fanspeak Best Ball Guide is available exclusively for paid Fanspeak Degen subscribers. Check the links below to join today and unlock everything you need to attack best ball season with an edge over your competition. Fanspeak's Best Ball Guide. Draft smarter, win more, and we'll see you at the top of the leaderboards.